Howdy folks, and welcome back to YearSpaceship. Please, if you would, ignore the plasterboard in the background. We're currently working on the home studio, which is where I record these episodes. And we got a bunch of plasterboard that we're going to put up to help dampen the sound a little bit. So pay no attention to that. Believe that you're in something that is not akin to an industrial work site. And we're nice and cozy. Grab a snack. And let's jump into this episode that is going to focus on YearSpaceship, a history of why we started the music collective thing. The year 2016. Pretty sure the Black Eyed Peas were still a big thing. Me and a bunch of friends decided that we should do something to give back to our local music community. Hence, YearSpaceship was thought into existence. YearSpaceship currently consists of really 3 members more than anything, and that is me, Don Maple, my brother, Money Mike, aka Hungry Ghost, that's his musician name, and of course Andy Nandez Fernandez. Before that, it was kind of like a larger group of people, and the whole idea of YearSpaceship was that we wanted to do something to help give back to the music community that brought us up. I guess one night whenever we were drinking some substances and doing some stuff, we thought to ourselves, you know what? We possess a certain set of skills. Literally sound like Liam Neeson from Taken. We have a certain set of skills that not everybody has or even cares about. The issue with being a artiste or musician in this day and age is that really you're expected to do everything yourself if you don't have the backing of a PR team or a label, or you have like a bunch of money behind you. So that means like, yeah, you know what, make this song and make it good, but you're probably gonna wanna, record that song and produce it yourself unless you have a lot of money in the bank where you're gonna go to a studio to do that. But if you don't, just record it yourself, produce it yourself, probably master it yourself. I still don't even really know what mastering is, if I'm honest. Make it a little bit louder, more or less that's what it is, but for some reason costs a lot of money just to turn it up a little bit. You're also gonna want some single artwork with that single that you recorded, so you know what, get on the graphic design. You're gonna do a music video? Probably should get pretty good at video editing. Have you got any camera equipment? Do you know the first thing about trying to put a music video together? Have you done a screenplay? Because you're probably gonna have to come up with a narrative unless you just wanna record, a music video of you performing the song. It's a little bit lazy. You're probably gonna wanna come up with a very inventive idea that's gonna keep people's attention. By the way, definitely pay attention to the social media algorithm and how that operates, because you're gonna want some pretty quick snippets from this music video to catch people's attention. You got like 30 seconds maximum, probably 5 seconds before they scroll on. You get where I'm coming from. There's a lot of stuff you're kind of expected to do on your own. Suddenly being a musician isn't really being a musician anymore. It's kind of being like somebody who has a vast set of skills who can do all this stuff, which is kind of messed up because there's a lot of fantastic musicians who are terrible at marketing. And that's where we thought we come in. YearSpaceship, our local music community. Let's look out for those other people. Let's create platforms in which their music and their artistry can thrive without them having to worry about all this other stuff that they clearly don't care about or cannot produce or replicate themselves. We are no experts in the fields, but we're not bad at production, sound engineering. We're not even that bad at mastering, whatever that may be. We're still not sure. We have some camera equipment. We can film stuff. Actually pretty good at video editing. We've done a couple of music videos. We have studied the algorithm as much as humanly possible. So we're good at making the reels. We're good at making the posts. We're good at getting your song out there to people. We've studied graphic design. We can make logos, and we have done in the past for certain bands. We've made single artwork for other people. Essentially, YearSpaceship was built to be a jack of all trades for artistry and the local music community, and we just wanted to do something to help people. And while in the past, from time to time, we have taken payment for these things, a lot of stuff we kind of just do to help. I guess in some aspects you could see it as charity sometimes, but I think it all depends on the circumstance. You can't put a value on your work. It's very difficult to do. And us providing all these services, we wanted to do it to help the music community. But at the same time, depending where you're at, if it's just a convenience thing, then sometimes, yes, payment is required. But that's neither here nor there. That's what YearSpaceship was about. It was to help give back to the music community in one way or another. We wanted to do our best. We wanted to use our skills for the powers of good and not the powers of evil. The year 2016, Black Eyed Peas, still popular. And the way that we decided to debut YearSpaceship was with the reveal of our website and the debut of a music video for a song called Work on Your Posture by a band called Slaw. Slaw to date has one single. It's on Spotify. Go listen to it if you want to. Slaw is Stuart Ledgerwood, aka me, and Adam Weston, aka Sasha. Not the most inventive name, I will give you that. But Slaw was basically a culmination of all these times that me and Adam had gotten together and made a bunch of music. I know whenever we were teenagers, we had a project called Spontaneous Combustion, and that was essentially just me and Adam getting together, making music because it was fun to do. Like there was a song called Regnet, and I'm pretty sure that might be the German word for rain, but I couldn't tell you that for definite. Regnet had acoustic guitars, it had some bass, it had electric guitar, but it also had a MIDI polyphonic version of a kalimba or a xylophone. Can't really remember. And it was played through my Motorola phone at the time. And we thought this would be really cool to feature that because, you know, neither of us owned a kalimba / xylophone. I don't see why that would sound not fantastic. Slaw was the matured, up-to-date version of this. Me and Adam always wanted to get together to make some music. We do intend to do it again in the future. We've spoken about it before that we should make another Slaw song, but to date there's only one, and it features a cuckoo bird as a sample the whole way through, which is weirdly mesmerizing. And I gotta say, it's probably one of my favorite things that I've ever done to date. The thing that I have to celebrate here is the production of Adam Sasha Weston. He made my vocals sound better than they've ever sounded on any other project. I don't think I'll ever replicate that sound. He's a fantastic producer and a fantastic musician. Shout out to Sasha, go check out his work. He has a lot of great songs. So for this single called Work on Your Posture, we decided to make a music video. And that's where I wanted to put my skills to the test. Can I make a music video under the YearSpaceship banner? And I poured everything I had into that to try and create something really unique and really mesmerizing and capture an audience. Now, the problem with this music video was that I was in Northern Ireland and Adam, I believe, was in Italy at the time. If not Italy, somewhere in Europe, deep in Europe there. So what we did was I recorded my sections here in Northern Ireland. He recorded them abroad. He sent me all the footage. We put it together. I'm pretty sure he's like chugging a jug of wine in one scene. I think that's what it is. If it's not wine, it could just be blackcurrant juice. But I think it would be much more rock and roll if it was wine. And, you know, I put all this emphasis on us creating that song in my old house. I no longer live there. It was a place that I rented before. And it brings back a lot of memories to like rewatch that music video. Like I know that I've recorded like a spider that was, you know, hanging in the doorway of the back garden, or like a bird that was sitting on the roof. And it always makes me think of like Halloween time, because I'm pretty sure this was recorded in an autumn-esque month of the year. I don't know, pumpkin spice lattes, leaves falling on the ground, beautiful red colors. I feel like I'm gonna look back at whenever the song was released and it'll say like June or something, and I'll be completely wrong, but It makes me think of Soup and Great British Bake Off, so I'm pretty sure it might have been October time. And with that single poured out into the universe, YearSpaceship was born, a collective for the people, for the musicians of Northern Ireland, something to give back to the music community that embraced me so much whenever I was up and coming. And not that I've made it by any sense of the word, but I'm experienced at this stage and I'm there to help other people. And that's why we created this platform. That's why we created our podcast, which is called 6 Ep Bro. It's been on hiatus for like 3 to 4 years at this point, but we're very happy to say it's back. And the whole idea of that podcast was to provide some sort of local music news and then interweave it with international news, big bands, little bands, cardboard box. Do you remember that scene in The Office whenever Michael Scott is like showing pictures of himself on like a PowerPoint, but they're interspliced with like really jacked, ripped guys? That's kind of the idea of YearSpaceship and 6 Ep Bro. 6 Ep Bro as a podcast is kind of just like, you know, hey, it's a local band. Oh, it's Kasabian. It's another local band. I never heard of them before. Oh, it's Kings of Leon. Soon you don't know what's Kings of Leon and what is a local Northern Irish band. All that you know is that you're turned on. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive into the creation of YearSpaceship. If you want to see more videos like this, please like, comment, and subscribe, because I've decided that I am going to become a YouTuber and that's how I will make my living from now on. Please hit the little bell icon, because it tells you whenever I make a video. And yeah, just like all the socials, man. It really helps a lot. I'll see you on the next one. I've been Don Maple. Be nice. Have a slice.
I know now what I do, now what I say, but you still hear